All you have to do is look around you to know that Kmart is a truly diverse organization. Kmart associates come from all walks of life, from different national origins, representing different ages, different races, both male and female. It's this diversity that makes Kmart such a great place to work for all associates. But where there is diversity, there can also be a lack of understanding and appreciation for how unique each individual can be and the contribution that each associate can make to the organization. An example of this might be associates or customers of a different national origin who speak a different language. In these situations, we need to work together to communicate and respect one another's heritage and unique abilities. All associates have the right to work in a discrimination and harassment-free environment, and this right is outlined in a number of important company policies, including harassment of any associate by fellow associates, members of management, vendors, or customers will not be tolerated. That means that every reported incident will be thoroughly investigated and the appropriate action taken. All associates will be treated with respect and courtesy regardless of race, religion, color, national origin, age, sex, disability, or sexual orientation. All relationships are to be impartial and based on respect for the feelings and opinions of others. And the Kmart Open Door policy provides opportunity for all associates to discuss work-related issues with their supervisor or a member of management without fear of retaliation. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, or EEOC, was established by Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. This act prohibits employment discrimination based on race, religion, color, national origin, or sex. The EEOC is also responsible for enforcement of several related federal statutes, the Equal Pay Act of 1963, the Age Discrimination in Employment Act of 1967, and Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990. This program is designed to create a common understanding for all associates. During the next few minutes, we'll provide you with a definition of what constitutes discrimination or harassment in the workplace. Then we'll review the company's open door policy and the process for investigation when an incident occurs. The program also includes a module for supervisors and managers. This portion of the program reviews the reporting and investigation processes more thoroughly. In order to create a workplace where associates are treated with dignity and respect and to have a shared understanding of the behavior that's required, we begin with two definitions, harassment and discrimination. Title VII and other federal laws define harassment as offensive, intimidating, or hostile behavior toward an associate, vendor, or customer by a fellow associate, vendor, or customer because of race, religion, color, age, sex, national origin, or disability. The Kmart policy also prohibits harassment based on sexual orientation. Harassment may include physical gestures or touching, verbal remarks such as the telling of off-color jokes, racial slurs, making disrespectful comments, or asking for sexual favors. Displaying certain posters, cartoons, or signs that others consider offensive is also a form of harassment. Discrimination is defined as treating an associate, vendor, or customer differently because of their race, religion, color, national origin, age, sex, or disability. Again, the Kmart policy prohibits this behavior based on sexual orientation as well. Another way to understand these important concepts is through a series of examples. Take a look at the following situations. See if you can tell what behavior is considered inappropriate.
I think it sounds like a great plan, Greg.
Yes, I am quite impressed. Your company has really gotten aggressive about wanting our business. I like that.
As soon as we finalize the terms, I think we've got a deal. Everyone agree?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Greg.
Okay, thank you, Gary.
Jennifer, if you've got a minute, I'd like to go over the paperwork.
Oh, sure. What's up?
So, you think it was a good plan?
Yeah, as I said, I was quite impressed.
Good. I was hoping you would be.
I think we all were.
Well, I mean you in particular.
What do you mean?
Well, you don't think I'd offer that kind of plan for anybody, do you? You're special, Jen.
Oh, really?
And you know what else? I think we should start talking about putting a plan together just for the two of us, if you know what I mean.
Thank you for shopping at Kmart. You have a nice day now.
Thank you.
Hey, what's happening, baby?
Hello? Is there something I can help you with?
Can you help me? You have no idea. Say, you got any plans after work? How about you and me having a couple of drinks over at the Rendezvous Club?
Look, if you have something to purchase, I'll be happy to ring it up for you. Otherwise, I've told you, I'm not interested. I'm sorry. Please, just leave me alone.
Sure. I'll take this bag of chips. And I'll see you later.
Tanya? Is everything all right? I don't know. That customer's really creeping me out. He's been hanging around for a while, asking me out and everything. I keep telling him I'm not interested, but he just keeps coming back. I'm starting to get a little nervous.
What a babe!
They're all mighty fine. Wouldn't mind taking her home tonight.
In your dreams, bud.
Hey, look. There's that cute little Paulie boy. He's real sweet, don't you think? Watch this. Hey, Paul. Hey, pretty boy, come here.
What? Whoa, with the attitude, huh?
We're just checking out the latest swimsuit edition. Thought you might want to take a peek.
No, thank you. Oh, I almost forgot. Paulie doesn't like girls. He likes boys.
So, Paulie, what kind of boys do you like? Little ones like Stevie here, or big boys like me and Earl?
Check this out.
Hello, nurse. Yeah.
It's Walt, just what I don't need today.
Oh, what a great way to start the day, with two of the prettiest girls in the world.
Morning, Walt.
How are my two best girls doing?
Fine, just fine.
Wonderful. You know, it does an old man's heart good just to be working around such pretty young things all day. Keeps the juices flowing, if you know what I mean.
Yes, Walt, we know.
Well, then you two have a great day, and don't work too hard.
I cannot stand that guy.
Come on, he is just a harmless old man.
Well, I think he's a dirty old man. I don't like the way he's always touching, hugging me, calling me his best girl. It's just not right.
Have you ever found yourself in one of these situations? Hopefully not. But unfortunately, incidents like this occur all too frequently. During our first situation, an associate was offered an opportunity to craft a better deal based on her willingness to participate in a relationship with the vendor. This behavior is not only unprofessional, but against Kmart company policy. During the second situation, the customer was clearly harassing the associate. Again, this is against company policy. All associates have the right to work in a harassment-free environment. In our next situation, the associate was being subjected to comments and other intimidating remarks by coworkers. What rights does he have to a safe and respectful environment? And in our last situation, the associate was just being friendly. Or was he? Without a doubt, communication and respect among all associates is critical to Kmart's success in today's diverse work environment. That's why the company has an open-door policy that provides all associates with an opportunity to discuss any issue or concern with a member of management at any time. For some associates, reporting an incident of harassment or discrimination may not be easy. Not wanting to hurt someone's feelings, or the concern about being labeled a snitch, or even fear of retaliation may cause some associates to hesitate. But reporting an incident is the only way that harassment or discrimination can be stopped. If you are involved in an incident or witness one and are not comfortable talking to your immediate supervisor, talk to another member of management. Or you can call the Business Ethics and Compliance Hotline at 1-800-257-9060. Another important note: confidentiality in these situations is a top priority. Only those on a need-to-know basis are given information about the report, the investigation, or the outcome. If you witness an incident of harassment or discrimination, report it. If you are involved in an incident of harassment or discrimination, report. That's how you see what action the associates have decided to take.
I still can't believe the great deal we got from Greg. His company must be very interested in our business.
Yeah, he certainly was willing to jump through hoops. Don't you think so, Jen?
Yeah, right. But our business wasn't the only thing he was interested in.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Just forget it.
Come on. Something's up. Let's have it.
Well, remember when I said that I was impressed with the proposal? Well, later, Greg made a very big deal about how he'd done it to impress me and that no one else would have gotten such a great deal.
What else did he say?
Well, he then suggested that maybe even a better deal might become available, one involving just the two of us. He was way out of line.
Totally. You need to report this.
Yeah, right, and lose the deal?
Forget the deal. The guy's out of line, and we don't need to do business with people like that.
Hey, Mike, do you got a minute?
Sure, Ange. What's up?
Something's come up I'm not quite sure how to deal with. We may have a problem with a customer.
Really? What's the problem?
Well, this guy's been hanging out at Tanya's checkout counter. He's been asking her out, making advances towards her. She's told him several times she's not interested, but he doesn't listen. She's getting kind of nervous about it.
Does she know the customer?
No, I don't think so. I don't recognize him either.
Has he been here recently?
Yeah, he was just here this morning. I saw that she was really upset, so I went over to her to see what was wrong. That's when she told me that he's been coming in for a while.
All right. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. Now, if something like this happens again, have her turn the light on to signal you or one of the other supervisors. Send her on break and have me paged. Okay?
Hey, Paul. What are you doing in here?
Nothing. I need to get back to work.
No, wait. What's going on? Is everything at home okay?
Everything at home is fine. It's here. I think I'm just going to quit.
What are you talking about? You can't quit. You're one of our best employees.
I can't take it anymore. I mean, some of these guys, they're awful. The stuff they say, it's mean and degrading. I've had enough.
What guys?
Oh, you know, Brenda.
Okay, fine. Look, we'll go to HR right now. I'm not going to lose a good employee because of a couple of jerks.
You know, I'm sure Walt didn't mean anything by it.
That's not the point. I don't like it.
So then just tell him to stop.
I have. He doesn't get it.
All right, then take it to management and let Mr. Edwards handle it. I'll even go down there with you if you want me to.
I don't know. I don't want to hurt Walt's feelings or get him in trouble. He's probably a nice person. I just want him to stop acting this way.
Reporting an incident of harassment or discrimination when it happens is the only way to maintain a work environment where all associates are treated with respect. Reporting the incident also helps prevent further incidents from occurring. Remember, all reports are taken seriously. All reports are investigated, and all reports will be handled in a professional and timely manner. Once an incident of harassment or discrimination is reported to management, the investigation process begins. The Kmart Resource Center, stores, and distribution centers each have individual guidelines that are designed to provide continuity in the handling of each investigation. It begins with a series of interviews. All associates involved and any witnesses are interviewed. Then the facts are investigated to make sure that all details have been reported. A decision will then be made as to what action should be taken. Throughout the process, confidentiality is maintained to the extent possible. Only those on a need-to-know basis are given information about the report, the investigation, or the outcome. This may or may not include the associate who reported the incident if he or she was not directly involved. Company policy guarantees that there will be no retaliation against any associate who reports an incident of harassment or discrimination. There will also be no retaliation against any associate who cooperates with an investigation. Guaranteed. You may be wondering what happened in each of our situations. All were reported to members of management and were investigated thoroughly. In our first situation, the vendor was assigned to work with another associate, but ultimately the relationship with the vendor was terminated. In the first store situation, Tanya alerted her supervisor the very next time the customer appeared in her checkout lane. Management spoke to him, and shortly thereafter, the customer stopped visiting the store when Tanya was working. At the distribution center, Paul decided to stay with the company. He was promoted to supervisor. Jack, Steve, and Earl each received a notice of corrective action. If they engage in any similar behavior again, they may be terminated. Finally, the overly friendly associate Walt received both a verbal and written warning regarding his behavior. He did not realize that his behavior was affecting others. With help from store management, Walt has been working hard to improve his behavior toward other associates. There have been no further incidents. Each and every one of us is unique, and we each bring a unique perspective to what we do every day. Accepting, appreciating, and respecting our individual diversity is what creating a respectful work environment is all about. It's important in how we do business with our vendors. It's important for our relationships with other associates, and it's important in how we serve our customers. It's also important to remember that harassment or discrimination of any kind will simply not be tolerated by anyone, including customers, vendors, other associates, or members of management. Remember, if you are involved in an incident of harassment or discrimination, or you witness such an incident, report it. The Kmart Open Door Policy provides all associates with an opportunity to discuss any issue with a member of management. It's the only way to help prevent incidents of harassment and discrimination from occurring and to create a truly respectful work environment. Kmart is a truly diverse organization, and it's this diversity that makes Kmart such a great place to work and shop. Remember, recognizing that differences do exist and embracing the things that make each of us unique is how we can help Kmart be a great place to work for all associates.